Good morning and welcome. Before I start, I would like to first express on behalf of Embraer our sincere condolences to the families of the victims of the past year in Las Vegas, as well as all the support for the recent Mother Nature hurricanes that have taken place in Houston, in Florida, and most recently in Mississippi. So we are very fortunate to have the opportunity to be present here to support Vegas Strong. This morning we have three key comments and topics that we want to go through. Three key messages that we want to go through. The first of which is to give you a little bit on our market highlights and our forecast update. The second is to focus on elevating the customer experience. And the third is to show you how we deliver more value through innovation. First, as far as the market highlights. We're very optimistic. We're starting to see some strengthening take place throughout the marketplace. First of which, recognizing that we are on track in terms of what the forecasts are for 2017 at 650 units. North America and Europe continue to be the strength of the marketplace with over 85% of the deliveries, and that's through the third quarter of this year. What's driving that is new products. New products that stem from innovation in technology, innovation in cabin, and innovation in performance. That's what's stimulating demand. We're also encouraged by the aircraft utilization. Numbers are up, clearly driven a lot by the charter activity in 135, where we see across the board increases in utilization month over month. And lastly, and probably most importantly, the improving pre-flown and pre-owned aircraft inventory that is reducing not only in total scale, but most recently in the 5 and 10-year-old aircraft. We're seeing even more stabilization in terms of aircraft unit reduction, as well as the pricing starting to stabilize. Some details on that. It's important to get into the specifics to try to understand what's driving some of these trends. We're very encouraged by the fleets is now at 10.7% available for sale and trending downward if you look at the last 12 months. And more importantly, if you look at 10-year-old aircraft or younger, it's actually 7.7%. That's very encouraging. So the graph that you see that shows that over the past years, this significant excess in depreciation curve is starting to stabilize. It's being soaked up by all the pre-owned activity. We have 5 times as many pre-owned aircraft transactions as we do new transactions in the first half 17 compared to 2016. That is a 10% increase. So that's soaking up a lot of the pre-owned inventory, that's stabilizing the pricing and starting to give us the strength that we need for the continuation of this slow recovery that we see in the years ahead. We're also encouraged by the charts on the bottom that show the utilization, both in the United States, 5 consecutive uptick months in terms of flight activity, as well as in Europe, which has reached almost peak levels in terms of their utilization. Every year at our NBAA, we give you a brief view of our forecast. This highlights some key characteristics of the forecast for 2017. It's interesting, we always try to reference the pre-crisis, post-crisis activities. But we look at the last 15 years, the OEMs have delivered in the jet marketplace 755 business jets per year. When you look at the most recent 5 years, we are at 681 units. We're starting to see early signs of the sustained recovery, not only referenced by the lower availability of pre-owned jets, but we're more focused on the world economic growth signals that we see, and most importantly driven by the United States, North America, and Europe. Embraer's forecast for 2017 is 7,500 units over the next 10 years for $215 billion. 80 to 85% of that's going to fall, again, in the North America-Europe marketplace. And when you start to take a look at some of the statistics in regards to how does this compare to actual, in terms of actual last 10 years to the forecast for the next 10 years, you'll see a 5% change. So we are very encouraged by where we see the growth forecast for the coming years. So how are we positioned for growth to take advantage of that recovery? Embraer's mission and vision and purpose right now focuses on value and elevating the customer experience. That's what delivers the value proposition for our customers and the return for our shareholders. It all starts with our people. As Alyssa mentioned, we are starting to build out the C-suite, some of which are represented here. We recently hired Steve Friedrich as our Chief Commercial Officer. He has responsibility for North America as well as rest of world new and pre-owned sales. So you have the whole world centered with sales activity with each of our regional VPs. And then we have Luciano handles marketing, product strategy, as well as product competitiveness in terms of branding and marketing for our products now and in the future. We're very excited to have Jay Beaver here. For the last 5 years, he's been integral to bringing innovative designs that are brilliantly providing a unique bespoke interior to our aircraft. And we'll hear more about that here today. And we're number one in customer support, and it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Scott Callister. So that gives you a little highlight of some of the folks that are here, and we're clearly trying to build out our C-suite capabilities in terms of your people. Next comes innovation. The company has over 48 years of innovation across all our businesses. On the chart you see all of our clean sheet activity. The KC-390 for our defense business, the 190E2 for our commercial business, the Legacy 450 for obviously our business jet business, and our defense sector with launching satellites into space. All across these businesses, the thing that holds the DNA of this business together is our innovation, our engineering, the prowess to always excel at delivering value across for the customer. We do that in every way. Folks say, well, what do you mean about value? Well, I'm going to give you some insight on what we mean about value. It starts with customer support. Customers buy your product when they're confident and they have the faith that you can deliver for them when the product is in use. We're number one in customer support. The contact centers that are in Brazil as well as in Florida, the access that they have in terms of response time to the marketplace is second to none, the top ranking for the last 5 years. In terms of tailored solutions, we serve a variety of different customers, corporate flight departments, charter operators, fractional, as well as owner pilots, and even for the use of jet training for jet pilots. Very excited solutions that are being tailored to each of these bespoke customers. And lastly, and clearly not least, is the clean sheet aspect of our product suite. Customers are buying innovation. That innovation sits within technology, cabin comfort and performance characteristics of your aircraft, and we continue to push forward with our product innovation. I established, when I first got here, a very clear and very inspiring statement of what I call the vision for our platform. And it's important to be the most desired brand, to serve your customers providing superior value. That means you have to be challenged every day. And when you get challenged every day, it allows us to create innovation solutions for our customers. And when we do that, our customers outperform in terms of their business models. And we're very excited about bringing our products and services to the marketplace. These solutions, this superior value, wouldn't happen if you didn't have the passion of the people and the employees of the company. You have to nurture that. You have to inspire that. And we continue to do that in all areas across all our businesses at Embraer. And that's what delivers for the bottom line for the shareholders. You need to have a solid return for your shareholders. I run the business on 3 very fundamental pillars. Your employees, take care of them, nurture them, allow them to prosper and grow and unleash their potential. Your customers, take care of them. They're the ones that provide you the opportunity to bring your products to market, to bring your innovation to market. And in doing that, year over year, satisfying those customers in a delight and fascinating way, allows you to deliver the financial returns to your shareholders. You've heard me talk about shifting from price to value. You can't keep talking about units. You can't keep talking about volume. You have to talk about value. If you deliver value for your customers, for the industry, for your employees, for your shareholders, that is how you reap the benefits, the dividends, the returns. And that's how you become the desired brand in the industry. We have a high customer loyalty, over 85% loyalty factor. So when we go out and conquest a new relationship with a sales campaign, we know we can take care of that customer and they will stay with an Embraer brand. But it wouldn't happen if it was not for our engineering prowess in regards to delivering solutions. Let's face it, lots of people make airplanes. So you have to deliver financial solutions that provide high utilization for their needs at low operating cost, have a high dispatch reliability. You have to focus on the things that matter to the companies that allow them to make the smart decision when they purchase your product. I mentioned earlier about the fact that we're number one, 2 years running in the AIN product survey for customer support. We're very excited about the continued first place ranking in regards to what we do for our customers worldwide. And there's several other key characteristics that I'll highlight in regards to what the contact centers and support services provide us. That wouldn't happen if it was not for the benefit of consolidating our entire Embraer customer support and services businesses into one new business unit platform that brings the synergies and the efficiencies and the focus that comes from our commercial, defense, and business jet platforms all within one business unit on a worldwide basis. We're closer to the customer. We're providing solutions for our customers. The contact center, as I mentioned, top ranked for the last 5 years. On-site support within 4 hours. We're very excited about our response team. The last section that I want to highlight is really what it's all about, is delivering our DNA. Our DNA is our innovation. And when we deliver value through innovation for our customers, exciting things happen. And today I want to share with you some of our new announcements for the show. We're building on the most advanced aircraft in the mid-size cabin category with our Legacy 450 and 500. So when you talk about value, how do we deliver value with these products? The first is our technology. Everybody talks about technology from features. I want to talk about technology from benefits. We have a state-of-the-art avionics suite with full fly-by-wire technology. Why is that a benefit? That puts less stress on your pilots. That allows for a smoother ride for the VIPs and folks that are on the aircraft. It allows for a safer flight. The benefits are what sells the aircraft. Comfort. We have best-in-class comfort in regards to all of our products, specifically in regards to the 450 and 500 with our flat floor and stand-up cabin. Okay, great. What's that mean? What is the cabin altitude being at the lowest level? What does that mean? What is the benefit? Well, that means you're less fatigued. That means you have a more comfortable, a more efficient productivity can take place on your aircraft. A lot more space to be able to maneuver and work in the cabin as well as for storage and baggage. You need to have the characteristics for your aircraft that deliver value in every way. Performance. Performance not only in engineering, not only in innovation, but also in terms of what it brings to the bottom line for your customer. Are you driving lower operating costs? Are you driving the dispatch reliability up? What are you doing for your customers that drive that performance characteristic? So we're doing that in terms of making sure that they get to where they need in the fastest time possible. Now when I hear a customer testimonial, you can get an appreciation for what our customers are saying about our innovation.
Paul Cohen, and I'm the aviation manager and chief pilot at the Michaels Corporation. We're a large construction company in the upper Midwest in Wisconsin, and we operate 2 Legacy 500s. What we like most about the Legacy 500 is the technology and value that it added to our flight department. mainly the cockpit enhancements of auto throttles, auto brakes, the HUD, the EBS, cabin enhancements. Those were all things that stood out for us when we demoed the aircraft. In the simulator, we could land the airplane using just the HUD and the EBS, 0-0. There was absolutely zero visibility. We flew all the way down, landed right on the runway. It was incredible. I moved my head around the HUD and looked, it was just white when we were on the ground. It was nothing. It was like no problem at all, you know. It was incredible, awesome technology.
It's always exciting when you hear your customers provide you a testimonial, and it really pays back dividends for all the hard work that our engineers and our innovators in Brazil put into the development of these products. We're very excited about continuing to elevate the flight experience. So today we're proud to announce for the Legacy 450 and 500 platform, available in first quarter 2018, Gogo Avance L5. This brings the entire in-flight connectivity and entertainment to a whole new level with streaming and video and on-demand, and it's basically a home-like experience on the aircraft. Second, we have to be compliant with a new technology for cockpit CPDLC, for controller to pilot data link communication, less reliable on voice and more reliable on the data link between our aircraft and the controller. And so FANS 1A is now on the platform, and that starts with deliveries here in the fourth quarter 2017. This lowers the workload for the pilots, this improves the safety, and also provides access and greater prioritization of that access to the routes of the airspace. And thirdly, for the 450-500 platform, we're proud to announce more comfort and more personalization with a whole new seat option. That'll be available in the second quarter of 2018, not only in terms of new comfort with headrests and bolster and shoulder support and contours, and it also adds personalization and customization with various stitching, leathers, sew seams to bring an exciting bespoke interior to the flagship of this class. Let's move on to the world's best-selling jet. We just got better. I have a short video so you can get an appreciation for what we're doing to the airplane.